Hey everybody, it's Katie. I wanted to make sort of a chatty vlog about something that I've been struggling with since becoming a mom. And I would say during Alice's first year, I was really just focused on her needs, and that occupied almost all of my time, at least for say the first 6 months, 9 months. Just working out, being a new mom. But since then, things have gotten a lot easier. It's easier to keep things in balance, and I can figure out her needs better, and Mike and I have a better, good systems down to get things done around the house and all that. So I've been finding myself with sort of extra time and energy that, trust me, I've found things to fill that, to fill the time and to use that energy. But something that has always been a big part of my life has been volunteering and, basically service and giving. That's kind of how I think about it. Since high school, I volunteered pretty regularly. I did 2 years of AmeriCorps service. That was full-time community service for 2 years. So it's always been sort of a part of my identity. I'm not trying to show off or brag or anything. It's just, that's something that has always brought me happiness, and I think it's important too to be connected to your community in that way, and just have those thoughts in mind about doing things for other people. Anyway, so like I said, it's been a struggle since becoming a mom, because I do have different priorities and different responsibilities and different limitations. So I'm not able to just drop everything and go commit to do something at a certain time. I know that I could just ask Mike to watch Alice certain nights of the week or something, and go volunteer somewhere like I have in the past, but I don't really want to give up time with my kid either. I just really, I think it's fine to have that. I know there will be those things that I need to do for myself, and Mike will take care of her, or she'll stay with somebody else, and I'll go do those things. But just right now, at this point in time, that's not the trade-off I want to make. Also along the same lines, I used to make donations. I used to make donations to my college scholarship fund because I went there on scholarship, and so it's something I always have felt it's important, to help somebody else have the same experience. Just various causes, various nonprofits I've worked for in the past, I've tried to continue to support them, and right now we just don't have the budget to keep doing that kind of stuff. We definitely do things like donating to the food bank every time there's a food drive. We've given a lot of baby items to a shelter, things like that. But the difference is that, in the past I would be the one actually at the food bank receiving the donations and helping to sort stuff and helping to cook meals. So yeah, it's just been a role change for me. And that's fine, but I still do have the desire to actually be the one out there, actively doing this stuff, and it's just harder right now. So it's been hard for me to kind of figure out how I can still do those kind of things that I used to do, with a kid in tow, or different ways that I can do things from home, or whatever. So I still feel that connection, and I still have the opportunity to give back, but it's just in a different way. So where I'm at right now, I've been just grappling with this for months. I have, figured out a few things that I can do from home, and with these limitations, I've been using FreeCycle to give things away just for free. That feels really good, actually. Not only to just offload and get rid of things that we don't need, but just to freely hand somebody something with no strings attached. I think it's just beautiful. Another idea I came up with, this is inspired by Jess from Kyle and Jess P. She made a video about random acts of kindness that she does, and one of the things that she said she's been doing, she just came up with this idea totally on her own, but she writes little notes in library books that say, "You are beautiful," or "You are so beautiful," something like that. If you know Jess, that just describes her to a T, that she just, would have that in her heart and just start doing something like that. But along those lines, that's something I've thought I could do. I've started leaving random notes places that say positive, encouraging things. I just rip off a scrap of paper and tape up a note somewhere, and hopefully somebody who needs to hear that message, will stumble upon it. I do believe in like serendipity that way. So that could make somebody's day. It's a really simple thing for me to do. Something else that doesn't take a whole lot of effort is I'm going to donate my hair. I've mentioned before, sometime this fall or winter, I'm going to just donate as much as needed for an organization that makes wigs for women with cancer, adult women. That is just something that is speaking to me right now. In the past, I've also done crochet for charity, made Afghans and hats and stuff. There's a million charities out there that will take, handmade goods like that. So that's something else that I can do from home. I can work on little things while Alice is sleeping or when she's in bed. So that is something else that I can do long distance. Something else that I can offer a little bit more is my time. I'd like to drop in on neighbors that need visits a little bit more. I'd like to be a better letter writer to friends and family. Random notes are great to strangers, but I'd really also like to just sit down and maintain closer relationships with people that I already care about and are already in my life. And there's nothing better than actually receiving like a snail mail letter in your mailbox. I can also continue to make really small donations. I actually have been making like $5 and $10 donations to some of the causes that I really care about. And every little bit helps, and just the action of, signing the check still does make me feel like I'm contributing. So those are some of the ideas I've come up with so far to kind of fulfill that desire for service and giving. As Alice gets older, I look forward to being able to involve her. That's always something that I've planned to do, and Mike and I have talked about too, is, as a family, volunteering together and having some family traditions around things like that. She's at a little bit of a tough age right now where she couldn't really, I would probably spend as much time just wrangling her as, we would actually be getting anything done. In just a little bit more time, we'll be able to do that, and that'll be a really positive thing. But part of the reason I wanted to make this a video is I want to know your ideas and what you've done, with some of these limitations, with limited money, limited transportation, and with a toddler. How do you give back? Let me know. Thanks for watching.